Carlos, it is time.
It's that time again, eh?
You have managed to insult the anime gods.
Yeah.
And now it is time for you to pay.
You know what's funny? Any torture can just become tolerable if you go through it enough. And, and yeah, here we are, again, back in front of your television watching an episode of Steins Gate.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. There will be spoilers, there will be us swearing. If you remember, last time we introduced a fun activity into the proceedings, whenever the show pissed us off, we would read a quote praising Steins Gate we found on the net. Well, Dave, I found some new quotes.
Oh, God.
These quotes come from a combination of Amazon.com and Amazon.ca, a combination of Steins Gate-related anime products, such as the complete series or one of the season's collections kind of deal. Not the game, so I specifically stuck to the anime.
Okay.
Dave.
Hang on. Let's start the show.
No, hang on. Because there's a little disclaimer that needs to come up. People are allowed to like what they like, including Steins Gate. We are not authorities on anything. We have subjective tastes like anybody else. We hate Steins Gate. You may not. It is your right to love whatever you wish to love, regardless of who... If anyone puts you down because you have your own preferences, like, fuck them. Unless you like Elfen Lied, in which case, like, grow up, okay? Also, last time I said that I compared the show to Elfen Lied, I need to apologize to Steins Gate. It is nowhere near as awful as Elfen Lied. Let's be honest with ourselves, okay? Now, people are allowed to like what they like. So, these reviews are from Amazon.com and .ca. They are publicly posted. I'm not going to mention the names behind them. I am going to read the content of the review. And most of the time, it's just an excerpt from the review because I don't have a lot of the whole ones. If anyone watching this dislikes Steins Gate and takes this as some cue to go harass these people, I will find out who you are and I will personally turn you into the authorities. We are not Total Biscuit. We will not have our fans acting like jackasses. We are going to make fun of these public reviews because they're public and thus we can comment on them, but we are not going to condone any kind of harassment of anyone. So with that out of the way, on with the show.
Quote.
Alright. This, like I said, this is a combination of Amazon.com.ca and various boxes, but I don't record where each quote came from. When an anime consists largely of a bunch of characters sitting around in a room discussing the ins and outs of time travel, and yet it keeps me coming back episode after episode, unable to wait to see the next until the late hours of night, until I absolutely must go to bed or risk being a zombie for work, I know I've come across a good anime. 5 stars. Oh, I'll also mention the amount of stars they gave at the end of each excerpt.
Oh, God.
This, the maximum is 5 stars. It's still there!
We're now on day 5 of the mysterious satellite incident in the downtown radio building. Throngs of onlookers continue to flock
And
into the
there's
street
no
below in hopes of catching a
guide
first-hand
wires
glimpse.
to hold
And
it
as no
in
country
or
has
anything
yet
else.
come
It's
forward
like,
to claim
oh,
the
we're just
offending
gonna
object,
leave it
it's anyone's
here.
guess when life here will
Wow.
return to normal.
That is not a good cleanup crew or a municipal... Who would handle this? I'm overthinking this.
The Japanese branch of NASA?
NASA has a Japanese branch?
Doesn't everything?
No, we don't have a Japanese branch. We, for some reason, have fans in Japan,
Can we have a moment of your
and
time?
not just the couple of people we know in Japan either, which is weird
Could you
to
tell our
me.
viewers at home where you
Somebody should be
traveled
taking ownership of this.
Yeah, somebody needs to step up, someone in the municipal government, or any level of government.
That thing would be craned out of there so quickly.
Yeah, especially if it has anything to do with wacky time travel shenanigans. That thing would not still be there.
Okay, let's get a pan of her ass, because that's somehow relevant to what we're watching. Quote.
To be fair, I can't believe I'm about to defend this show. I think this shot is less about her ass and more just establishing the environment. But that will not stop me from reading the next quote. So, Steins Gate is one of the best anime I have ever watched. For start to very satisfying end. For start? I think they meant from start. So that's how I'm going to say it. From start to very satisfying end, it stays the perfect blend of sci-fi thriller / romantic tension with excellent character development throughout. The comedy slows down to better go with the darker half of the series, but there are still some good laughs. 5 stars. This is supposed to be funny?
Only in a shocking and disturbing way.
It reminds me of that SNL skit where Mickey's like, to these kids, is like, I made you laugh all these years, and the kids are like, you're supposed to be funny? Well, that's enlightening.
No cell phone. And yet, dickhead, you suck.
Oh, I'm assuming that the lady is annoyed at the fact that she's stuck in this show. This sounds like a good excuse to read another quote. The review title of this one of the top 3 best shows of all time.
Oh, God.
There is no question, Steins Gate is one of the greatest animes that has come out this generation. People like to argue about whether the pacing in the first 12 episodes is too slow or not, but I personally found there to be 0 pacing issues at Steins Gate. The first 12 episodes are kind of like oh, these are fun, zany characters in a weird slice of life situation with some sci-fi. This is great! Type situation. 5 stars.
Let me just get my cell phone out and call the Gene Elimination Squad.
No, we talked about this. People are allowed to like what they like.
They need business.
Even if they like demented shit like Steins Gate.
I'm not gonna kill them, I'm just gonna sterilize them.
Oh, hang on. You might want to sterilize this next one. This one, I didn't even take the review. The title says it all. This review title was Groundhog Day meets Terminator.
Oh, God.
5 stars.
You're welcome. So let's
Swear to fucking God, if she calls either one of them mom or dad, I'm done.
You're
I'm
done?
fucking done.
You're done? Completely done? You're pulling out? The review title on this one is simply one word. Incredible. And the review is... This shit changed my life. 5 stars. Somebody's life changed because of this show.
And somehow in a better way.
Dave, that was just the first batch. Last time I kind of staggered them between the normal and the absurd. This time we build. And they get more and more insane as we continue.
Okay, moving on.
Excuse me! Prepare to eat your words, naysayer! I've already plucked a name for the facts in question as if from thin air! We shall call it Kyoba's Nostalgia Drive! I propose referring to it as K&D for short. Catchy anagrams.
I'm not sure what I hate more. The name, which is the worst. Or the fact that the dramatic pause here, that's obviously meant for me to laugh, has the audacity to exist. Let's have another quote. Now, hang on. Is it the fact that it's supposed to make us laugh, or the fact that it's pausing to show the fact that nobody's impressed?
That's the kind of self-aware humor that this show's not allowed to do at this point. Nobody is giving it permission to be awesome now. I don't always go out of my way to review an anime series, let alone purchase the entire box set to begin with. However, this is a testament to just how unique and life-changing the story has been. This show even managed to get me to start drinking Dr. Pepper, a drink I'm not personally fond of prior to watching this show. 5 stars.
I don't know what I should put the person out of misery work for. Watching Steins Gate and drinking Dr. Pepper. But yeah, you can't name shit. You can't discuss shit. You're a awful human being.
Where's the sniper rifle to take him out? Sir, get on this now.
I'll take a sniper camera. I'll take him out, speedgrapher style. I don't give a shit, man. Yeah. I'll turn my head into a giant microphone and vibrate real loud. I don't care. That show's fucked up.
Thanks to my genius, however, we're not
another quote, not this suit.
Dear cohorts have overlooked the simplest yet most crucial condition involved.
The review title of this one is A Scientific Review of Steins Gate.
Oh god.
Now, this one was a longer review, and I only grabbed a couple of snippets from it, because, I'll be fair, the reviewer points out that it's kind of interesting how the time machine here was used to send small little bytes of data back in time. That's practical. I get that. That's interesting. But then they start to talk about like how this is a great show to watch if you want to learn about chaos theory and like quantum dynamics and stuff.
Fuck off.
And the clips I got were, so far no one has really commented on the scientific knowledge base referenced in the series, so I thought I'd share that. Steins Gate falls into a relatively small genre of anime, where many of the plot points are adaptations of some field of science, in this case, chaos theory. I recommend it to anyone who loves anime or sci-fi, but also to anyone who wants a crash course in dynamics or chaos theory. 5 stars.
Commence Operation Weird.
From episode 1, we've torn apart the science in this.
Now.
That's kind of like saying that Madoka Magica has a good scientific base because its creators don't understand how entropy or storytelling work.
The fruit is where?
Oh, and you're ramping up, you're saying.
They're getting crazier and crazier. Just you wait till the last one.
Oh, God. I don't know how to pause anymore.
I was kind of inclined to doubt you at first, but...
Why isn't he punching this fucker in the face?
Why isn't the fat guy punching Kirima? Because the fat guy's a terrible person too, and he fucking knows it. Fuck Daru. Fuck Daru.
If anybody kept on calling me hack, I'd floor them.
Sure, but if you were the kind of guy to be a total creep towards your female roommate, I'd be totally cheering someone who called you hack all the time.
Yeah.
Now, you're not that person. Daru is. Fuck that guy.
Good point.
Fuck that fat piece of shit.
You know, now that I think about it,
fat shaming on a show where 2 fat guys review something. So good, Carlos. So good.
Popped up 5 days earlier.
I know, right? Probably some
Yeah, just stick to the fats.
Wait, that would mean that my head is...
Well, that calls for another quote.
There is no way that's a compliment.
How are you just now getting that?
This one's not so crazy, it's just when we get to the review title. The mix of tones and themes of this anime feel completely original. Everything feels fresh, new, and downright amazing. From the realistic art, to the good voice acting, to the interesting characters, to the amazing plot, and to everything else. Everything in this show I had no legitimate complaints about. 5 stars. The review title of this was one of the greatest anime shows of all time. There is a reason I haven't met anyone who didn't enjoy this series.
I was so excited about it. You can do better, I'm all ears. Mayuri, banana me.
Oh, we're running kind of low on the test subjects. We could just use something else, couldn't we?
Maybe a cucumber.
Ack, this is hardly the time. No, the effect on bananas classifies as a known, so if you'd be so good as to insert what we have left...
Insert.
Oh, grow up.
I want to just kick Daru in his fat-ass fucking testicle.
I agree with you right now.
Oh, really?
Okay.
These 2 guys never buy me anything. It's
Oh, wow. Alright. For the first few episodes, I didn't know what I was even looking at. I continued watching out of curiosity and was richly rewarded with a complex, intriguing, emotionally charged epic sci-fi story that offered some great jokes. This is a run-on sentence. Twists and moments that possess some tangible gravity. If you're an anime fan that likes Doctor Who, references to otaku culture, soft science sci-fi, whatever the fuck that means, and slightly unhinged characters, you just might dig this incredibly! 5 stars. You might just dig this not just ordinarily, but incredibly. Also great for fans of Doctor Who.
Doctor Who fans, these traditional ones never look taste.
Oh, wait till we get to the guy who thinks this is better than Back to the Future. Then you'll really be cursing.
Yes, I will.
Forgiven. It's quite enough to see that you are.
I have an issue.
You have a grievance?
I have a grievance.
Okay, I would like to hear your grievance, Dave.
He just said 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
Then why was it put to 120 seconds?
Yep.
That would be 90 seconds if it was 1.5 minutes, you fucking idiot.
For all we know, that's going to be a plot point. He accidentally set it to 2 minutes instead of 1.5 minutes. But in reality, this is just a good excuse to read the next quote.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Don't say God damn it. This is one that's going to piss me off. Oh, God. Hang on, I need a minute. I need a second to prepare for this one. Alright, I think I'm ready. While I previously held Puella Magi Madoka Magica as the best anime of 2011, I must kick it off its pedestal and place Steins Gate where it rightfully belongs. Not only as the top anime of 2011, but also one of the top anime of all time. 5 stars.
Carlos, what do you think about Monica?
I think it's definitely a series.
It deserves to be on a pedestal, right?
It certainly deserves to be on something prone and ready to be annihilated by antimatter. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I just hate everything right now. I hate everything right now. Everything. You, this, everything.
You need to have a glider just this on the screen.
Kyoma's crazy face is what that will be the backdrop to the Madoka Magica quote. Note to fucking self. This review title is, in all caps, A Story to Change Your Life. I won't give anything away, even though this is a show you can watch again as soon as you're done, so I'll just say this. The idea behind Steins Gate is very realistic on a physical and spiritual level. Watch it all the way to the end, the very end, and you may just come to peace with things you never were able to before. 5 stars.
It drove this person mad.
He's driving me mad.
I say it's not here.
I think Daru is worse than Kyoma. Fuck. Alright, are you ready to be pissed, Dave?
Sure.
This review title is The Best Piece of Time Travel Fiction Ever. Yes, it's Japanese and anime, but it beats Back to the Future, Time Machine, Doctor Who, and probably anything else you could think of. 5 stars.
I'm going to require this person's name, address, social security number, so I can go and...
I'm not gonna give you any of those things, but I'm gonna say this. There were a rather large number of 5-star reviews praising the show's dub as really good. So, in case anyone tries to tell us this is bad because the dub is somehow bad, they can eat my ass.
Upstairs and tell the girls to suspend all experimentation. I'll try.
I'm not sure which is dumber. This show's scientific premise, quotes, or Madoka's. I'm really not sure. I'm really honestly not sure.
You know what I am sure of?
Another quote?
I'm sure of this one. This is one sentence from this review.
Okay.
And I think you'll agree that this sentence is fucking prophetic. Now, you may be wondering why this is rated 5 stars if nothing ever happens. 5 stars.
That was... interesting.
Probably the most truthful review, or portion of one.
You'll be vexed no more today.
Here's another good one.
Oh, God.
Why don't you stop?
Recommended for anyone that likes a solid all-around show about time travel, or romance, or heroism, or just slice of life. 5 stars.
Hey, I told them to. She's the one who kept on.
How many more do you have?
Did it go through?
How am I supposed to know?
A few.
Your phone on you
Here's a
5
good one.
days ago?
Stop
At
my-
last, an anime with a different storyline.
Even when we were
5 stars. Somebody wrote that.
I've calculated that 1 second on the timer equals an hour in reality, moving upstream to the flow of linear time. That means a minute 30 translates to 5 days.
Pretty balls out.
But it wasn't a minute 30!
Distance it text travels back, huh?
Indeed. Being
Dave,
quick
you
to
sound
choose
annoyed.
his
Let's check
characters
another quote
is
out.
very
It
useful.
was
I'd like to
2
find a way to improve upon
fucking
that if at all
minutes.
possible. As it stands now, it's
Steins Gate is one of those rare anime gems that surfaces from the soil once a decade.
Oh god.
Its premise totally envelops you, the viewer. I hope everyone who reads this review will savor every single episode like it was their last meal. 5
I
stars.
suggest rest.
Oh.
We're getting, if you wonder how many more there are 3. And they are glorious.
We got 10 more minutes.
Okay, we'll space them out. We'll space them out.
Mankind forever. On this day, the future.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking people? It's not bad enough that this unbelievable pile of garbage had a cat girl idol cafe a few episodes back. Now we have to look at Okarin's naked ass? This is not NYPD Blue. Why is he naked? I know this is a dream, but why is he naked?
Dave. Dave, are you ready?
Not really.
Oh, and P.S. Whoever watched the show and reviewed it as, it's like somebody taped an episode of Big Bang Theory over a copy of Donnie Darko, is an absolute idiot. Donnie Darko is a half-rate cult classic, which while having its moments, is full of loophole and pseudo-clever plot developments. The Big Bang Theory tries very hard to be funny by making fun of geek culture, and only delivers on that effort about 20% of the time. As far as comedies go, it may be popular with ignorant youth who don't understand or are part of the geek culture, but it does not amuse the rest of us. It's hardly a mixture of two such lowly entities. Idiot. 5 stars. I want to know who said it's like an episode of The Big Bang Theory taped over Donnie Darko, because that's a funny fucking thing to say about this show.
It is, even if I didn't hate Big Bang Theory.
Oh, it's okay. The part there is that it's not that he hates Big Bang Theory. The part there is that someone obviously gave this show a real truthful-ass zinger, and this guy's like, oh, you're such an idiot.
Yeah.
It's not as lowly as those, idiot. Real nerds don't think that.
Back to this black hole.
Yeah, and the black hole behind it.
Look, this is getting ridiculous, and it's very early.
There are
Is this your
people with
idea
that
of hounding
condition.
yours truly for an
There are
exclusive
people with a
interview or
worse
something?
condition.
Liking this
You
show.
speak.
How did you know? How did you know?
We're on the last 2. This is the home stretch. It's very easy to sympathize with the characters because they are regular people, rather than them having some sort of crazy superpowers or being the chosen one for some grand design or whatever. 5 stars. I just want to point out that Okarin here just had a chosen one dream, and this reviewer thinks that these are regular people. But Dave?
Well, regular jerk-offs maybe, but...
Oh god, this last one.
Save it for the end.
Oh god.
Oh, I'm excited and nervous about this last one.
Such an ass pain as is. Some serious tweakage is needed if we're going to make sending mail to the past user-friendly, am I right?
Yes, you misheard him. He didn't say sending mail to the past. He said kending airfols du cri clast. Ancient Sumerian, you see. Yes. Roughly translated, it means would you care for an omelet?
Good morning, Ocarine. Mind if I heat up my chicken tenders before you start your time travel experiments? Morning, everyone. I think I had an aha moment about the time machine last night.
Okay,
That's legitimately funny.
Yes.
It's legitimate. They're just casually fucking talking about the secret time travel shit while he has a guest. He's like, shut up. Hey guys, I thought about how we can manipulate the past a little better. That is funny. That's legitimately funny. Good job, show. Yeah.
You got one.
You got one. You got one in 6 episodes. One moment that I didn't hate entirely. Bravo. Well, we can throw out that theory that the episodes were getting better with time, because that was garbage.
And nothing happened. And nothing happened. And nothing happened again.
The review title of this. Now, I just want to point out, this is how much space it takes on this page. This third of this 8x11 sheet of paper, single space, okay?
That's the title?
No, this is that's the excerpt.
Okay.
The full review, when I copied and pasted it into this document, took up over 2 whole pages, single-spaced. This is a small portion of a window to some Lovecraftian alternate universe, except it's not. A real person wrote this, okay? The title of this, a must-watch for anyone. Here is how I prove it. The fact that I am right now feeling irresistible to share 1 or 2 feelings on Amazon.com already justified Steins Gate as a successful anime. I would never do that for any other anime so far, lol. Every anime fan must watch this series precisely because the theme and tone of Steins Gate is very unique yet paradoxically familiar to most anime people. This already made watching the series an interesting spectatorship. I think the uniqueness encompassed in this title is due to the fact that the directors of this anime tried to combine multiple disparate sorts of motion picture ethos, and at the same time did it very successfully. First, I can see that the producers are aware that a significant amount of the audience of Steins Gate would be otakus, thus they heavily shove in otaku elements and humor into the anime, yet in a natural and clever way. Also, characterizations of Steins Gate strongly stress moe otaku elements, appealing to most otaku's eyes, which, however, doesn't seem cheesy and repetitive at all compared to other anime. I think this is not particularly because of any special trick, as a lot of these elements are not new. For example, the main character was once forced by the story to date with an originally same-sex friend, and it goes on like this! Dave! It doesn't stop! I went through, like, as much of it as I could. It doesn't get any less insane than that.
It drove the person insane.
5 stars.
Shouldn't you be groveling?
So, we've seen 6 episodes. And it doesn't appear to be getting any better.
Dave? We have a choice to make. Okay? We need to think about our health. Our personal well-being right now. We have seen in more than one source that episode 12 is the big turnaround, where this apparently becomes the greatest thing anybody's ever fucking seen. However, we have contradicting reports that the whole thing is the best thing anyone's ever seen. We need to consider a few things. One, the reliability of anime fans, which is, how do I put this best?
Be nice.
Non-existent.
Ouch.
And, again, all that needs to be said is that Elfen Lied is one of the most highly regarded animes in history. And that's all that needs to be said about anime fans. A lot of them also think Pacific Rim is a good movie, so I guess we could say that too. So the odds that come episode 12, we are going to be like, holy shit, why wasn't that the first episode? Are slim. Slim. Yet, we have watched shows which did not immediately open their hearts to us, where it took a while. And this is no excuse for taking so long to get good. Why can't it be good now? That's a valid question. Yet, we were rewarded for our patience. The most recent example I can think of, even though this review is going to beat it to our channel because of my disparate editing schedule, is Seraph of the End. You had to be very patient to stomach that show.
Yeah, but Seraph of the End was never this bad.
It was pretty bad, though. But you stuck with it, and you were rewarded. You were rewarded with the goodness that comes with a show that finally finds its leggings, let's say. Another one I can think of right off the top of my head, even though it was never nearly as bad as this, or even as bad as the low parts of Seraph of the End, was Akatsuki no Yona. Started slow, and while I never hated it, there were times when I thought to myself, this is never going to keep my attention. And it eventually became one of my favorite shows, to the point that I'm reading the manga because I need to know what happens next. So there is, even though anime fans are so unreliable and have no taste at all. And of course, we're not counting people we personally know. You're the exception. We need to consider that sometimes a show needed time to finally bloom. So, these things considered.
All I'm hearing here is, we're going the distance.
No, what I'm asking is, should we? And, I'm gonna say no, but if you want to, oh God help me, I guess we can storm Heaven's Gate.
Heads we go on.
We are seriously putting this to a flip?
And we're going on.
Let me see that coin. This is a two-headed coin!
No, it's not. Nice try.
Okay.
Fate just decided we're going on.
Alright. Well, folks.
Stay tuned for our continuing dive into insanity.
I don't know why, but it's not that I'm looking forward to it, it's that I think I've gone mad. I think the elder beings that should not be from dimensions far away have wormed into my mind, and my thoughts are not my own. That's what I feel. Folks, if you think your mind has been taken over by a malevolent space beast, go to twofatguystalk.com, or more specifically, carlosanddaveanimerave.com.
Tune in next time